Should we have an intro?
This is our podcast intro.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
Welcome
Welcome
back
back.
to the HTS Podcast. Shut the fuck up, Sofia. I do the intros.
I know,
asshole.
but I knew you would bother you.
Shut up.
Oh.
Took the bubbles right out of my soda, bro.
What?
Well, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the HTS Podcast. My name is Oscar. This is my sister, Sofia. This is our podcast. It's called the HTS Podcast. HTS, no I. Don't ask me why. Anyways, if you'll notice, I am not where I am normally, and that is because
He was
I
abducted by
moved
aliens. Oh, fuck. I was so close.
Oh my god, you're fucking stupid. I don't know how much I want to get into this on the podcast, just because, like, I don't know. I just kind of feel weird about it. Like, I
That's
kind of don't want to
fine.
answer questions, but also at the same time, nobody's gonna be asking me questions. Like,
Yeah.
nobody watches this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Just be like,
Um,
no, yeah, just, you don't have to say where. You could just, I moved apartments. That can be the end of that.
Nah, whack. Anyways, I moved to LA. So I'm in my new apartment in LA. And yeah, hint, hint, wink, wink. Sophia's not here with me. So, you know, there may or may not be more news on the way. And yeah, okay, there.
Is there more news on the way?
I think that's enough for that for now.
Keep you wanting more. Or wanting
What
nothing,
did you
that's
do
fine.
today, Sophia? It was weird. Hold on, real quick. This was my first. I just moved on Saturday, right? We drove out here,
Mhm.
and then I was getting like kind of settled in yesterday, and then I just finished the training for my job. So today was my first day here in the apartment in the city
That's
by
so
myself, and
funny.
also first day on the actual job doing
It's
the
like
job
it was
for real.
meant to be. It was like the universe.
And I'm not gonna talk about the job too much, but it was like
But he fucking killed that
a
shit.
bit of a bumpy. No, it was a
Oh.
bit of a bumpy first day.
No, they don't need to know that.
But anyways,
They don't.
yeah.
How would they have known that? You're embarrassing me. It was amazing. He did amazing.
Anyways, me and Sophia were on the FaceTime right now, right? We were talking before we started the episode. And if you do this on FaceTime, you guys can't see it because I'm recording with my phone. But
gets a
on the
thumbs
FaceTime,
up.
a little thumbs up bubble pops up, like right here by my stupid face, right? And then if you do two thumbs
If you
ups,
double fist that shit, you get fireworks.
you get fireworks, right? And it looks real cool. And then if you do like a little heart thing, it does little hearts. But then if I flip Sophia off,
Oh, gas.
it does nothing. Whack.
Shock and no delight.
They should make it like super sign languagey, where like if you do like bullshit or some shit like that, it shows like a little turd or something, like, you know what I mean? Or you do like, yeah, some shit like that, or like a goat or something, like something, you know? That'd be cool.
But it only does a heart when you do it this way. It doesn't do it when you do it this way.
Nobody does a heart that way.
God, you're fucking old. Anyways, it doesn't do it when you do it this
Is
way.
this the old people way of doing the heart, and then that's the young people way?
I'm afraid. I'm sure there's probably. I think the like newest way is this. I think. Can you see it? What I'm doing
Like that.
is that. I think that might be the newest way. But you're in the generation of this, and the fact that you don't know this, it's just sad.
I don't think guys make hearts.
But anyways,
I don't think guys make hearts that much.
oh, that's also sad.
I'm a guy, Sophia. Don't fucking forget it. I'm gonna remind you every episode now, because last episode we had this whole ordeal where Sophia forgets that I'm a guy.
I'm sorry.
And I don't like
I'll
it.
stop forgetting you're a guy, and I'll just start remembering that you're fucking disgusting. My bad.
See, that's what she thinks. That's what she thinks of.
No, I'm calling back.
Isn't
I'm
that
calling
nice?
back to the episode because you're like, that's not stuff. That's like
No.
the guy stuff.
No.
I'm not a normal guy. I'm a
No, I'm not
disgusting
listening.
guy. I burp and go. I hear someone else fart and I go.
Okay, Sophia, we already had fucking 10 minutes on burping
Did
and
you
shitting
see-
and farting
did
last
you
episode.
see
Shut
how-
up.
You'll see it.
I
You'll
didn't.
see it. It was
I'll see
funny.
it, but I didn't
It was
see it.
funny.
What the fuck are you eating, bro? Your fucking cheek is all like...
That's so rude. I was born
What are
with a
you
cheek
eating?
like this, and the fact that you just pointed out
Shut up, you stupid idiot. What are you eating? What the fuck is that?
cocaine in a cube.
Don't fucking say that, you stupid
It's not
idiot.
cocaine. It's just coke.
I'm not keeping it.
Why not?
Because it's motherfucker. Do I have to remind you of your social media concerns at this moment in time? Stupid ass. This is the first episode filmed after Halloween Day. So I know we already did the Halloween episode, but we have a couple stories to tell. They're kind of fun. My family, Sophia and my parents, they didn't give out candy, but what they did do is they put a bowl of candy outside by the front and just kind of left it there for people to come grab shit, right? And they were out to eat or something. And then like they have the Ring camera, so the Ring camera can notify you every time someone walks by your front door. So every time someone came up to get
My
candy,
mom,
my
super
mom,
excited.
like a fucking,
So she was so
like a
excited
fucking
though.
jigsaw type
It was funny.
motherfucker, would like spot them and be like, "Hi, thanks,
Happy Halloween!" Yeah.
This fucking strange, ominous voice from a machine. You know what I mean? My mom wished everyone happy Halloween when they would come up and get candy, right? And then my mom was telling us a story that like they were out and then they got a notification that someone was at the door, and then they go and you can like watch it like a live feed, right? So she starts watching the little live feed, and then it's a couple. I guess like an adult couple.
They were. I don't know if they were a high school. They were like young. They were like if they were like.
Okay, they were pretty young. They weren't like 30s.
They weren't 30s, no. But like they were like seniors or like fairly recently graduated.
Young couple walks up. The dude grabs some candies, starts walking away. The girl, like a typical girl in the relationship, was like, "Babe, it said to only take one." And the dude was like, "No, it didn't." And then I asked my mom, and she was like, "And it didn't." Well, you know how people normally put signs like, "Please take one" or "Only take one, please." There, she was like, "We didn't put any sign anywhere that said only take one." So that motherfucker was like, "Fuck you, no, it didn't," and he got several.
It was so funny. She was like, "Babe, it said take one." But like they were both whispering, so you could tell like they were trying not to have like us here because mom had already said like, "Oh, like Happy Halloween," and they had looked up and they were like, "Oh, Happy Halloween" or whatever. And then she was like, "Babe, it said only take one," and he goes, "No, it didn't." But like the way it was like all hush hush.
No, it didn't. What did you do this weekend, Sophia?
I was sick.
Tell them about what Big O told you.
Picture it, guys. I wake up. My throat is all sore. My head is all hurting.
Is all hurted.
And my body is all like, right? And like, I just feel like shit, right? And so I'm just like, and I make myself some boiled eggs because I didn't feel like actually cooking. So because we have a little boiled eggs maker thing. And so I just put my fucking eggs in there, right? And then I ate it. And then I'm on the couch. And I'm there. And I woke up like at, I think like 9. I'm there. An hour goes by. Another hour goes by. A lot more hours go by. And then it's 2. And my dad barely wakes up. Just kidding. I don't know if he barely wakes up, but he barely comes downstairs, right? And then he goes into the room and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "Hi." And I was like, "I think and like I'm all like laying on the couch, like all like pathetic looking. And I'm like, "I think I'm sick." And he's like, "Oh, get the fuck away from me." Which one? That's just rude, you know? No. Aw, my poor little sweet angel baby. That sucks. Pat. It'll be fine.
He's just immediately was like, "Oh, get the fuck away from me."
Immediately. And 2, what else is wrong with that statement? I was in the living room first. I was there.
It's not even just about. Hold on.
And then I was in there first.
No, but there's more context
listen. I was there first. And the thing is,
I don't think
listen.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Anyways, I was there first. And when we're having this conversation and he goes, get the fuck away from me, he's still walking to sit down. He hasn't even sat down yet. He's still in the process of moving, actively getting closer to me onto the couch on the other side of the couch. It was so rude. And then I went.
Hold on. Were you in the living room with the couches and the fireplace, or were you in like the great room?
I was in the living room.
Oh, the actual
living room?
Oh, I thought you were in the great room because I know you like to lay on those couches and chill. So I thought you were there. So I was about to be like, there's 2 living rooms essentially, right? The TV room and then the dining living room, whatever the fuck. My mom calls it the great room. Whoa, some balloons just showed up on my screen. How'd I do that? I went like this, and then I went like, and then they showed up. Anyways, Sophia's usually chilling in the second living room that doesn't have the TV. My dad's usually chilling in the living room with the TV, right? So then I was like, that makes sense. No, I was gonna be like, this is even more mean, because if Sophia was chilling in the non-living room TV and my dad was on his way to the living room TV, it was so unnecessary to be like, oh, get away from me,
It
because
was
he was
another
gonna go
room.
to the
Yeah, that
other
would've been
room
worse.
anyways, and she was gonna be chilling in that room, which is how I assumed the story went, because Sophia's always chilling in the living room without the TV.
Yeah.
So then I was like, that's like
Double whammy.
unnecessary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, that's not how it went.
But no, if you were actually in the living room, like, okay, I kind of get that too.
Nah. And then I'm not done.
But no, my dad always
I'm not
does
done
that
with my
shit.
story though. He said that.
Go ahead.
It's like, oh, get the fuck away from me. Looks at me with disdain. Ugh. And then sits down. And then I look at him and I go, you're so rude. And I stand up to leave. And he goes, oh, I'm rude. And he didn't say it like angrily. It's because if you don't know my dad, like it's hard. Like if you know him, you know how he said it. He wasn't saying it like he yelled, but he wasn't yelling at me, if that makes sense.
It was like, oh, I'm
rude? Yeah.
Like,
and then I was like, and again, if you don't remember my symptoms, I had a headache. And I was like, stop yelling, my head hurts. And I'm like still walking away. He's like, oh, now I'm yelling. And I was like, this drove me insane, right? And then I went to my room and I cried. And then I turned on, I put something on. And so that was the story.
They're on the phone and my dad's telling the story saying that he told Sofia this and that and she got all pissed. And my mom was like, no shit, she got pissed. And then he was like, why? Like, what's the big deal? Like, I don't want to get sick. And she's like, yeah, but you don't have to say get the fuck away from me. And he's like, but that's what I mean. Like, not excuse me. Like, no, get away from me. I don't want to get sick. And then my mom doubles down on being ridiculous just to piss me off and to piss my dad off. She was saying that my dad should be like, oh, let me know if I can go pick up something for you to eat, you know, whatever you want. And we were like, fuck that guy, she's grown, like she can eat, right? And then she was like, well, fine, I guess I'm gonna have to order something for her on DoorDash all the way over here in fucking LA, because my mom came to help me move because I don't have any friends. Because my former roommates were also moving and were occupied. So my mom was here in LA with me, and then she was like, I guess I'm gonna have to order DoorDash for her all the way from over here. Let me see. What does she want? And then she called Sofia and she's like, hey baby, I heard you were sick. You want me to DoorDash you George Mike's or like something else? And then Sofia was like, I didn't really feel like George Mike's. What the fuck did you end up getting?
I got, bruh. If you guys haven't, you need to go to Pizza Hut.
Oh, she got like, oh, no, hold on. Sofia. Sofia. I don't know how to introduce this topic. I have an idea, but I'm like hesitating. Sophia is such a fat ass, dude. Like, in this way, let me tell you. Every fucking time Sophia orders Pizza Hut, like if she's in control of the situation, she decided to get Pizza Hut, she put in the order herself. Every fucking time she gets like the big ass fucking family Pizza Hut box with the 2 fucking pizzas and wings
and breadsticks,
and fucking breadsticks.
That's just being
Sophia,
smart. That's
Sophia,
meal prepping for the rest of the week. Like, come on now.
I forgot to mention this part. She orders that shit for herself. It's not like we're all gonna eat and we're all getting Pizza Hut and Sophia says, hey, can we get that? And we all say yes. No. Sophia fucking, my mom was like, let me know what you want to eat. I'll buy it. We'll DoorDash it, whatever. Sophia sends back the fucking Pizza Hut box with the 2 pizzas and all this shit. That's how much you ordered?
Nah. I didn't get that. I usually do get that, though, to be fair.
What the hell did you get?
But I didn't want to do that because I was like, my mommy is, like, paying for this. And, like, I don't want her to make, like, I don't want to spend her money like that. You know what I mean? I got the mini Hut box. And it was fire. If you guys have it...
Oh, it's the same shit. Just a small one?
A personal one, not a small one. It's different. If you get... And it was... like, I think, like $7.99. It was like $8. You get a personal sized pizza, choice of 2 toppings, and wings or fries. It was a good amount of, like, food for, like, not that much, like, all things considered. But I usually do get.
But you do usually get the whole fucking box.
But I don't finish it that day. Sometimes I won't get wings. Sometimes I'll get pasta.
She'll get it, and then she'll like she'll eat it over the course of like 3 days.
Not 3, the week. Or unless Big Oscar's eating some too, then usually like we both like.
She'll eat it over the course of 3 days. Where like it's almost like Thanksgiving, where you have Thanksgiving Day and then you have Thanksgiving food for the rest of the week. Sophia's
Thanksgiving.
like,
You know what I love about Thanksgiving? Our house usually is the one that like hosts Thanksgiving, and like we have a big family, so usually we end up cooking 2 turkeys.
One of them's for Sophia.
That's so rude. Everyone, you know what?
Just
you know
kidding.
what? Let me tell you why that's so rude. Because you don't even fucking know me. I like ham on Thanksgiving. Okay.
On Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Arthea makes this ham.
You're waiting for Betty to show up.
That ham, bruh, nah. The ham she makes, it fucking slaps. Like, it's so good. So good. But anyways.
Haven't we rejected Mom's ham before?
We have. I'm sorry, Mom. She just doesn't make it the same.
You were going to mention that.
I wasn't going to mention that. No one needed to know that. But anyways.
We like everything my mom makes.
Good. She's such.
But my aunt makes ham. My aunt has always liked and preferred to make ham on Thanksgiving, and she makes it and it's good. And then there's been a few years where my mom has tried making ham, and she like looks up whatever recipe or puts together whatever recipe she can think of or whatever. Wrong. Nah, I don't even like that shit.
No. I think that's so fucking rude too. That's not true. It is good.
Oh, it's true. I don't like it.
I personally, I think it's still good. It's just, it's not the same. I don't know what my tia puts on that ham, soaks that ham in, but I just want to like chop that shit up into fine dust and like, it's so good. Like,
stop making Coke jokes, you fucking asshole.
They're so funny.
What is your fucking deal?
They're so funny. Honestly, I don't know.
Why?
I don't think about it. I don't go, I'm going to talk about ham. I'm going to make a Coke joke about him. That's not how my brain works. I just start talking, and my brain's like, here. And then it just comes out. I don't know. Anyways. I don't know what my tia puts in the ham, but it's so good. Like, it is so good. Like, I love it. It's so good. But anyways.
Okay. You said it like 12 times already.
But I mean it like 12 more times.
Mom has tried making ham, and I didn't like it because she would put like ginger snap. She would like crumble up ginger snap cookies and put it on the outside like a crust or some shit. I didn't like that shit. But she liked it, and then I was like, and then sometimes I don't know. Not that I'm not complaining, and I'm not saying it should be one or the other. But sometimes Mom will make stuff, and she'll be very catering to like, do you like it this way or do I make it another way? And then sometimes she'll make stuff and she'll be like, fuck you, this is how I'm gonna make it because I like it, right? And with the ham, I was like, nah, that ginger snap cookie like ain't feeling it. That's ruining it. Like you gotta ixnay, right? And she was kind of like, nah, I like it. And I was like, okay, I'm not eating the shit.
It was good.
Anyways,
it just wasn't as good. I don't know.
Why the fuck are we talking about Betty making?
You're the one who brought it up. Anyways,
no, I didn't. I brought up Thanksgiving food. Because I said one of the turkeys is for Sofia, and Sofia was like, I don't even fuck with turkey like that. I prefer the ham-o, right?
Anyways, like I was saying, one of my favorite things about Thanksgiving.
What if I dress up as a turkey and you dress up as a ham for Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving episode?
One of my favorite things about Thanksgiving.
Yeah, come on.
Let me talk.
That's kind of funny. That was kind of funny.
Anyways, one of my favorite things about Thanksgiving is the leftovers. Because my mom, she does it every year. She makes tamales with the turkey because there's always leftover turkey. And it's so good. Like, I love tamales. They're so good. And I'm not going to be able to have them this year, and it's going to make me sad.
I don't know. Tamales are like...
I love tamales.
I'm never excited for them, but then sometimes I'll have it and I'm like, these are pretty good. But I'm never like, ooh, I can't wait for tamales.
You know what I am? Like, I feel like there's a lot of things.
I know what you are.
No, I don't want to hear what you think I am. Anyways,
dumbass!
Anyways, there's a lot of things. I'm a picky eater when it comes to like ingredients, but like quality wise, I'm not that picky. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, we've had that
right where I was like, cafeteria pizza, that shit was good. Sweetie's pizza, that's good. Peter Piper, like I like pizza, like it's whatever. But there's some people like, or what's the not Sweetie's, Little Caesars. I'm like, that's good. But there's some people who are like, you wouldn't catch me dead eating Little Caesars, right? Which is fine, like whatever, to each their own, right? And like I'm like that with like generally a lot of stuff, but there is one thing where I'm like, no, I am picky about this certain food. It's a Mexican food. It's a side dish. It's frijoles.
Right.
It's beans.
What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? This better get really good really quickly. Cause this sounds like the most boring fucking topic ever. What the fuck are you about to say about beans, bro?
I'm a bean connoisseur. Listen. I'm so picky. But with refried beans. I will literally not go to a place if I don't like their refried beans. I'm like, no, this is not in the cards. Like, it has to be good. Anyways, I won't talk anymore about beans because
that's it. What was your point, bro? What was your point?
I don't remember. You made me forget it. I told you earlier. Okay, my brain just like talks, and no, my mouth just talks, and then my brain catches up to what I'm saying. You know.
All right, let's talk about LA for a minute.
LA. I had one request with Oscar going to LA, and it was to play Pink Pony Club. And not once did he play Pink Pony Club. So in tribute of Oscar going to LA.
We're not playing it. We already got copyrighted on the last episode that we played it. We're not playing it this time.
I will sing it to you.
No, I think we can get copyrighted for that too. What the fuck are you saying? Are you singing Ave Maria? What the fuck is that?
You never heard? I can't. Opera singing's hard. Anyways, we got copyrighted? I didn't know that.
Copyrighted in the sense that, like, I don't think we can monetize that episode later, but they're not gonna, like, take it down and, like, get mad at us.
So someone is listening to our podcasts.
No, that's just a YouTube.
No, thing. YouTube's listening. I had one request. So yeah, and he didn't play it.
I moved to LA by myself. I don't have any friends here, and I have one family member, and I haven't even told her. I have my cousin's daughter has lived here her whole life, but she was kind of like one of those cousins that like we only saw her like once every few years. And like we were cool and everything, but not particularly close. Like we don't really talk to each other unless like we see each other in person or something. And it's kind of just like, eh. So like I might mention something. I'll probably post about it, and then she might be like, "What?" And then I'll be like, "Oh yeah." And then I don't know what's gonna happen after that. But anyways,
oh yeah. You sounded Canadian when you said that.
I didn't. I said, "Oh yeah."
And you sounded Canadian when you said that. Like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyways. There were originally some plans for me and Sofia to come out here. Those plans have changed. So now I'm out here all by my lonesome. But
they call him the lonely boy.
Generally speaking, I went to school, I have my job, and I have other shit that I want to do. And there's a lot of people here doing a lot of the things that I want to do. And there isn't in a lot of the other places I could be right now. So I'm here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know who I'm going to meet. I don't know how I'm going to meet them. I don't know how they're going to believe I'm good at any of this shit. But, like, what are you going to do if not try, right? So here I am. But aside from that, there are other things that I'm kind of excited about. Like, me and Mom went out to eat the other day, and we got some tacos at some food truck over on Ventura.
Oh, yeah. I heard that you're in the Mexican neighborhood.
I don't know. We got some tacos at some food truck over on Ventura and Sherman Oaks. And it was like a place I found on Instagram, right? And it was like popular and kind of viral. And it's like, yeah, these are some of the best tacos. Let me tell you something right now, bro.
Hit me with it. They're mid?
They really weren't shit.
Whoa.
They were so mid, bro.
Dang.
And there's this super, super huge debate between California and Texas where Californians are like, we got the good Mexican food in America. And Texans are like,
do you though?
I don't think so. And if that place is like, top of the line around here, I'm not impressed, right? I got a quesadilla. It was like I can't say this word, birria quesadilla. It was good, nothing particularly special. Mom got some, I think, birria tacos. I never say tacos, and it feels weird when I do it. Anyways, she got those. I had like half of one because she didn't finish it. Not particularly great. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all, but nothing even like remotely like
L,
like you know what
yeah,
I mean?
LA is not a border city, right?
No, just
Okay.
but there's more Mexicans than there is anything else in all of California. So, bro, you drive down the street, there's a million fucking Mexican stores, restaurants, bakeries, this, that, like all sorts of shit in Spanish.
You should see it. Stupid. All sorts of shit in Spanish.
There's a but generally California does border Mexico, so there's a shitload of Mexicans fucking everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then I was telling mom, I was like, this is the kind of part, these are some of the parts I'm excited about. Like, obviously, I want to kind of break into the individual industries that I'm interested in being in and, you know, doing the things that I want to do. And there's people to meet and potentially people to collaborate or this or that or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to, like, not be myself. So at the end of the day, it kind of comes down to just making friends and, like, maybe making stuff with those friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, aside from that, I was telling mom, I was like, I'm kind of excited to, like, I just want to see how things go. Because I wonder if I'm going to be, like, obviously Texan among these Californians.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For different shit, whether it's like, because like the salsas that they had at that taco place, not particularly spicy. They were pretty good. Not particularly spicy. Or like there's certain things like, you know how there's like Southern hospitality is like a thing?
Yeah.
Where it's like Southern people are so fucking polite and this and that. And I'm not like from the super South part of Texas, but I think we're still enough in Texas to where there's like some of that. So then I was telling mom, I was like, what if I like make a friend and then like just in the interaction with that person or the people they introduce me to, or if like I go to a party or something or like a gathering of some sort, like are there going to be things that kind of stand out where it's like, what do you say? Or like what? Or like you're offering to you know what I mean? Like just bullshit. Like if someone's having a birthday and they're having a party and I'm going, and then it's just like, oh, do you need me to bring anything? Like that's a Southern hospitality thing to my understanding, like offering to contribute to the party and like bring shit like drinks or this or that or whatever. And I mean that's just like how we were raised, or like the way we talk, or like calling people miss or like ma'am or like this or that or whatever.
It's so funny that you're saying this because like I actually have heard, like I saw a video once saying this, that people from the West, like the West Coast or whatever, that like outwardly they're like super friendly, like in the oh, hold on. Put a pin in that. Mom just texted me. She said that she's gonna get Burger King, and she asked me if I wanted.
And she dared to ask if you wanted anything.
She dared to ask if I wanted Burger King. Oh,
you should be like, ugh, get the fuck away from me.
Sorry, that just shocked me so much. Like
it's so disappointing.
It's like she doesn't even know me. Anyways, I heard that people from the West Coast, sorry, back to my original point, people from West Coast outwardly are like super like friendly, like, oh hey, what's up, dude, whatever, blah, 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 right, friendly. And people from the other side, I think East Coast are like just like not like outwardly friendly, but on the inside, the people on the West Coast are like
actually shitty.
Are assholes, and the people on the East Coast on the inside help. Let me give you an example. You get a flat tire.
Hold up. Real quick, in line with that, I saw a little diagram thing one time where it was like the U.S. and it like divided into quadrants. And then on the East Coast, like New York and all that, it was like axe mean is nice. And then like the South was like axe nice is mean. And then like the Southwest was like axe nice is nice. And then like the Pacific Northwest was like axe mean is mean or some shit like that, where it was
something like that.
Those different combos, something like that. Anyways, go ahead. I don't know how accurate that is, but go ahead.
I don't either. But let me give you a little example. You're driving, you get a flat tire. Oh no. If you're on the West Coast, some surfer dude will be like, "Oh man, that sucks. Hope your day gets better."
But they're not gonna help
driving.
You.
On the East Coast will be like, "Are you fucking idiot? How do you not know how to change your tire? Like, what the fuck?" But they're like actively helping you change your tire. But then they'll actually help you change your tire. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know how accurate it is, but you're saying this and it's like reminding me of that.
So yeah, I wonder a lot of stuff like that. If there's gonna be any sort of culture shock of like we went to Prime Pizza in Burbank, right? And they have different flavors or different types of pizzas, right? So we got like a slice of pepperoni, and then we got a slice of spicy pepperoni, right? And the
Ooh,
spicy pepperoni
spicy.
had a good amount of kick to it. It wasn't hot at all, but it wasn't just like a hint. It was like there, like very much so. But then I was like wondering, I was like, yo, if I ever get prime pizza, if I'm ever somewhere and I get prime pizza, or if I'm ever hanging out with like friends and I get prime pizza, then we get spicy pepperoni. I wonder if there are people that would eat that spice. They're like, no, I don't get the spicy. Like, it's too hot for me.
Too spicy. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, this is just
ain't
nice.
shit.
Like, this ain't
It's
even,
so-
you know what I mean?
It's so funny that you say that because, oh my God, where was it? We were in Minnesota for like something, right? And we were at like this restaurant, and then they had like a side, and it was like, I don't remember the name of it, but it was one that like we hadn't heard before. We asked the waitress like, oh, like, what is this? And she was like, oh, it's like sweet with a little with a kick at, not a little kick. She said it's sweet at first, but with a kick at the end. And then we're like, okay, can we get that on the side, like just so that we can see how it tastes, whatever, right?
Sour, sweet, gone.
And then she left, and immediately I went to my mom and I was like, I bet it's not even spicy at all. Like, I bet there's like not a kick.
It ain't gonna be shit.
And then we had it, and then it wasn't spicy at all. like at all. Like I was like, I don't know where Red Foreman is, but like my ass is not getting kicked at the end of like me tasting this. Okay, like
stupid.
But yeah, so it was funny. So you're saying that, and I'm like, I am sure that there will be.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I
So
need to find.
if you guys live in LA, be friends
If
with
anybody
Oscar.
lives in LA, I think no. You know what? For real, I think one of the dudes that like actively interacts with our shit lives in LA. Like one of the dudes that'll actually like
friend.
message me and like respond to like stories and shit like that, like hanging out, whatever. I think one of those dudes actually lives in LA because I saw some shit about like I watched this story one time and he went to like Disneyland and he was like, had to come again, but it didn't strike me as like a vacation. It was just like, haven't been in a minute, but like, let's do it again. So like, I think so, but anyways, we'll see. So anywho, I'm trying to figure out like what to do or where to go or what, but we'll kind of figure it out. I'm thinking of joining the 10th Planet in Burbank just because Burbank's not too far, and I think all the other ones are further away, and I like Burbank. Or like just the little time I've spent in there, it's so nice. But anyways,
where are the other 9 planets?
But then other than that, I'm like, maybe I could join the gym because the apartment doesn't have a gym, and I need to go to the gym, and like you could kind of be social and like try and talk to people. But the hard part about this is that I haven't made friends in a long time.
That's not true. You made friends with.
But that was the thing. That's what I was gonna say.
That was our favorite trope, force proximity.
There's a caveat.
You don't realize how funny that is.
Exactly.
You don't know. You don't realize how funny that is.
Yeah, but whatever. That's actually the only friends I've made since I graduated high school have been forced proximity friends, where it's like
real love.
I didn't necessarily meet someone and then click with them and then continue talking to and hanging out with them. Like all of them happened because like my mom became their mentor at the real estate brokerage, and then I would hang out with my mom at the brokerage a lot, and then they were kind of my age, and then they were pretty cool, and then now we're pretty cool and everything's cool and whatever, right?
Yeah.
But they don't live here. I'm here by myself, or I moved in with my cousin and his best friend of 8 years, and then now I live with that motherfucker, and now we're pretty cool, you know what I mean? But I don't live with him anymore.
Cool. Now he's heartbroken. That's why he's so sad right now. He's missing his roommate, his former roommate. But
just straight up people that I met and like to talk to and like to hang out with. Nah, haven't done that in a long fucking time, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But anyways, you know what I was telling Mom though? I have a job now. Well, I've had a job, but I have a job now where I have to talk to people. Like I have to talk to.
I have a job now.
I have to talk to strangers all the time.
He has to work on his social
That's all
skills,
I'm gonna say.
Know?
No, that's all I'm gonna say about the job because I don't want to tell too much. I have to talk to strangers all the time, and part of having to talk to strangers is like kind of rapport building and like connecting with the stranger and this and that. And I was telling Mom, I was like, I'm pretty sure my social skills are gonna be improved pretty drastically because of the job. And then I was telling her, I was like, it already happened. Me and Josh were packing up my shit, loading into the moving truck, right? And we get into the elevator and there's some girl in there. And it was just like, oh. And she was kind of like walking out and she's like, wait, what the fuck? And we were like, what? And she's like, are you guys going down to the first floor? And we were like, yeah, because it was the 5th floor. And she was like, oh, okay. And then she gets back into the elevator and we get into the elevator, right? And then she clicks 1 on the elevator and then the elevator goes down and then it opens up and she starts to walk out and she's like, what the heck? Because it was the 3rd floor. And she comes back and
I know
she was
what
like,
happened. Yeah.
I didn't tell you this. What the fuck?
No, but like,
Did
I'm
Mom
not
tell you?
stupid. No, I know how elevators
Anyways.
work.
No, that's not the point, Sophia. Shut up. You think someone clicked it on the 3rd floor and then ran away or what?
No.
Anyways.
She clicked to go down.
No,
she was on the 3rd floor. And when it went up, she went in. Anyways, keep going.
No, that's not how.
Oh, wait, no, yeah. Anyways, keep going.
Shut up. It opened on the 3rd floor. She was like, what the fuck? This is the 3rd floor. And then she was like, it's something. And then she kind of turned to us and she was like,
are you getting off?
It doesn't seem to be working. Like, what the fuck? And then normally I would kind of just be like, yeah, it doesn't. And that's kind of it. Not really like not engage in a conversation, right? And she was like, it doesn't seem to be working. And then I kind of talking to Josh, kind of talking to her. I was like, oh, it's broken again? And she was like, again? And then Josh was like, yeah, it doesn't announce the floors anymore. And then I was like, remember when the voice changed to a British accent? And she was like, what? And we were like, it used to announce the floors. Like that's when you got to the 5th floor, it would be like so 5th floor. And then it would open the doors and you get off. Or you get down to the 1st floor and it'd be like 1st floor. And then it opens the door and you get off. And I was like, and then at some point, the voice, the little robot voice that announced the floors, it changed to a British voice. So funny. I swear to fucking God. It was all of a sudden like 3rd floor. Like, just saying the same shit, but just a different voice
if, like,
out of nowhere.
I wonder if like the property managers can like control that and was just like, yeah, that would be funny.
And I was like, so it used to have a voice, it used to say it, and then I was like, and then all of a sudden the voice became British, or the robot became British, and then it went back to having a regular voice, and now there's no voice at all, and it's clearly letting us off at the wrong floors. And she was like, are you serious? Like, kind of laughing, and I was like, yeah. I swear to God, like, I swear. And Josh was like, yeah, it happened. And then she was like, what the heck? And kind of like laughed it off. And then we got to the 1st floor and then she went on and then we went and whatever the fuck. And then I was like, that was like a little friendly conversation. And I didn't even think twice about it. Like in the moment when I was having the conversation, I didn't think nothing. I didn't like hesitate. I didn't like wonder what to say. Like I just fucking talked. And I think it was a little easier because Josh was there. But probably. It's still that type of shit where it's like, okay, this coming up.
Okay, well, look at you go.
Anyways.
Yeah. What's it called? What was I gonna say? Oh, that socializing. It just takes practice. Like, yeah.
I think what it really takes. You know what I think it really takes?
Courage, bravery.
It takes. Well, those would suffice. I was gonna say it takes not caring.
Oh yeah, that too.
If you don't care about the outcome, you're very willing to go for it.
For the income, you know.
Like if you don't care about embarrassing yourself, if you don't care about saying something stupid, if you don't care about whether or not you actually become friends with the person, then it's just like whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a conversation, yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, guys, I moved to LA. I got a bunch of stuff that I want to do that I'm not really gonna get into right now, just because it's like I just kind of don't feel like explaining it all. But we'll see. I'm gonna be here for a year at least, and we'll just see. We'll see how everything goes or what. I'm all alone. Everybody, a lot of people in my family are very concerned because I'm out here all by myself. I don't know. I know 2 people with certainty that live here that I've met face to face. 2. That's it. One of them is my cousin. She's technically my cousin's daughter, but she's like 4 or 5 years younger than me, so she's not that far off, right? One was my cousin. And if I'm not mistaken, she lives like an hour away, like kind of not outskirts, but kind of like not like super in the city, right?
Second.
Who I'm not that like, I know her, but I'm not that like cool. Like
close.
We never like, again, we never talk to each other unless like she's in town for 4th of July or something, right?
We were all like a lot closer when we were kids, but then, cause that's when she like still like came here more. Yeah.
At that time, yeah.
But then as we grew up, she started coming like to El Paso less and less.
And then I have a cousin who one of his best friends from high school is originally from LA, and then he moved to Phoenix in like 8th grade, and then like right out of high school he moved back to LA and he's been in LA since.
Who? I thought you were gonna say your property manager. That was the other person you knew because you like talked to him.
That's not my friend, asshole. Oh, shut up. So like I know he lives in LA, but I don't even know him. that well. So I know 2 people 100%. I've met them face to face. I know they live in the general area. Other than that, I don't know anybody. And one of those people I'm technically related to, other than that person, I'm not related to anybody here.
Mhm.
And nobody that I work with remotely lives here. Like nothing. So
Nada.
like it's kind of weird, kind of terrifying, but also like not terrifying, but more so just like I don't know how to explain it. Like I guess daunting of just like great big world, just me. Don't know what I'm gonna do, but we'll see how we'll just see how it goes.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah. Dang. You should have. It would be so much easier if you had like nerdy activities, you know? Because like for me, I was like, I've said before, like I want to join a book club. But even then, if I don't, like if you can't like find a book club, if there's a Barnes and Nobles, that's fine. Because there's certain like they'll have like publishing parties, I guess. Like if a really anticipated book comes out, they're like, oh,
like
we're
a
having
book
this event.
drop.
You can go. And so like I could just go and be like, oh my god, like I just like, oh, I love. Did you read? And like it's so easy to just like, but like you're not a nerd like that. The books you like to read, like they're not fun. They're supposed to like help you. Like
fucking stupid. New chapter, new era. Do people still say era? Like it's a thing?
You can.
New beginnings.
You're in your LA era.
Anyways,
He's an LA lover boy.
I don't know what that means. Anyways, so yeah, I think that's about enough for. What the fuck are you laughing at? I just said I don't know what that means. How's that
Don't
funny?
worry, it's because there's been, you guys don't know, because like we were like on the phone, I don't know how long, maybe like an hour or something before we actually started recording, and there were like several things that I would say, like TikTok references or like just like stuff.
And
like,
Sofia keeps fucking laughing, and I keep just carrying on in the conversation, like I'm
And
having
I'm
a
like-
conversation.
Cause like he'll like say something and I'll like say the reference and then he just does, he's unfazed, but I'm hilarious and it was funny. So I start laughing, but it's happened several times. And so like, just like I don't get what that means. Like, because that's not necessarily a reference. It's just like the whole like lover boy, like people were like saying that like a lot, but like the way, like, just like, cause it's
our trend. Cause I thought you were still saying that from Drake's album that came out like 4 years ago. And I'm like, Sofia, you're so old. Shut up.
Cause the way that like, it's like happened, like just the whole conversation, like I'll say whatever I say, and then he's just like, I don't know, and then he just moves on like unfazed. That's what's funny.
Like I
to
just
me.
don't care. I don't know.
Like
and I
you're
don't
just
fucking care.
Yeah, you're such an old man. It's funny.
You know what?
What?
I'm kind of realizing, bro. You know what I'm realizing?
What?
I'm realizing I might be old. Like
Barely.
mom, you know how I said a few episodes ago that mom called me an old soul, and I was like, ugh, that's mean. But then
You were like,
I keep thinking about it, bro. I keep thinking about it in a lot of ways. And in a lot of ways, I kind of felt like I was like not underdeveloped, but like undeveloped as far as like being an adult and like having to do certain adult things. Cause I think I lived at home for like longer than most people and shit like that. So like I don't have that much experience like paying bills or like I just set up the utilities in my name for like the first time. Well, I did the electric last time, but this time I did more. Right. And there's a lot of things that I feel like I've been kind of like late to, if you will. Like I've never had a car payment because my dad gave me his car. And I barely started paying the insurance on it and like certain things like that, right? But then I think about it and then I think about like certain things like I was filling up something on the stove earlier yesterday, and then I was like, oh yeah, if I had a pot filler and a pot and needed to fill it, that would be cool, right? And then I thought about it for a second and I was like, how many 25-year-olds know that pot fillers exist and actually find them to be like useful and like valuable?
I don't know what a pot filler is.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
because you're saying this, I'm like,
like
what is it?
Shit like that. Or like I was telling mom how I want to buy some pans. I want to buy some stainless steel pans because I didn't buy good pans because good pans are like good shoes or good cars where like if you're not into it and you don't know about it, you don't understand that there's like a certain way to do things and there's a certain way to not, right? And I don't necessarily want to be dragging people along with that, right? So I want to get some good pans because now I'm by myself and I know that I'm going to use them properly, right? And just shit like that where I'm like, how many 25-year-olds who aren't cooks give a shit about stainless steel or about how to use it or about fucking this or that? Like there's certain things where I'm just kind of like what or like mom kind of was like pretty suggestive of like, yeah, but like what if you have a guest over, like and shit like that, right? there's certain things where I'm like, what if I have a guest over? Because sometimes I feel childish because I have like a bunch of Rubik's cubes everywhere, and I have some like really cool little Minecraft mini fridges. But then there's other things where I'm like, what if I have a guest over and they're like, yo, you have this, and that, and I'm like, yeah, and they're like, why? And I'm like, cause this, and this, and then I wonder if they'll be like, what the fuck, you old fuck, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I think there's a lot of, I think there are more things that I do or have that would make people go, what the fuck, you old fuck, than I realize. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, my point is I think I might be more of an old soul than
Then
I
you
realize,
realize?
or more like mature, if you will, than I realize. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
not mature, but like, I don't know.
You're an old fuck. We get it.
Anyway, anyways, we're in LA. Let's see how it goes. That's about it from me today. Yeah, if you'd like to do the outro.
No, thank you.
Oh, hold on. Also, I'm
Also.
still not completely moved in. I have a bunch of shit to unpack, and this is where I decided to film this episode. I don't think I'm gonna stay here because this couch is honestly not very comfortable. But I don't really have money to just buy a new one. So I might be somewhere else next time, but I'm gonna try and find a spot and stick to it because I don't want to be moving around. But anyways, yeah.
Gritty. All right, guys. Bye.
Supposed to at least say subscribe or something.
Oh
you
my
lazy
god,
fuck.
you're so fucking needy. Okay, bye guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. We will see you next time. Bye. Woo! Bye bye.